You are listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson.
Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast, and today is May 8th, 2025, and isn't it a great time to be alive? If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, then head on over to youtube.com/hellocupcakeitsme to check out the YouTube channel that is updated every Wednesday and Saturday. Also, make sure you give hellocupcakeitsme.com some love. Head on over to all the different social medias and make sure you follow me there. And if you have the time, give my book Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations some love by checking it out at www.cdsthebook.com. So how is everyone this day? For me, I am literally waking up. At the time of recording this, it is 7:24 in the morning, and getting ready to go to the pool. And I think that everyone is showing up to pick me up around 8 or 8:15. So I wanted to get this taken care of now while I had the chance to do so. So yeah, the last day or so has just been really kind of easygoing and fairly mellow. Just having a lot, but like a lot on my mind, but not being stressed out over it, and just, being able to take time with being thankful, being mindful, being present. And it's just really amazing to see how things have progressed over the last couple of months. Going from the depression right before my birthday to my biological mom passing away to being somewhat okay to some more depression right before Easter to just being kind of middle of the road, and again okay. um so it's definitely interesting, and I'm hyper aware of my mood and like where I'm at emotionally, and also checking in with myself whenever I'm having an emotional distressing moment, or if I'm feeling a certain kind of way, like, okay, am I actually feeling that way, or is that one of the alters that are feeling that way? um and starting from this show moving forward on YouTube and here, I'm going to be referring to a lot of clinical terms, or like just terms in general regarding people who have did. Did is dissociative identity disorder, um, previously called multiple personalities. And I think I've talked to you guys multiple times about that, either here or on YouTube. Um, so I don't know how you listen to the podcast. If you listen to it through YouTube podcast or whatever, that's cool. I would really like to get some kind of engagement from you to like let me know how you consume. my content? Is it through YouTube only? Is it through only Spotify? Is it through Google or Apple or uh, how, however, wherever? I spent a lot of time setting this podcast up so that it could be available on every single platform out there. So, um, yeah, but I'm getting used to the terms and getting used to talking about my my system, which is um, the grouping of people, or um, the alters, um, which is another term. But usually, when somebody says their system, that means all of the different personalities or the different personality traits or whatever else. And it gets really convoluted and like upsetting at first, trying to tell everyone everything about what's going on in your head. And it does sound crazy, and it sounds make believe, and it sounds stupid, and all the other, it sounds like stuff that goes along with that. But um I'm still learning, and as I'm still learning about what it is that I've done my whole life and having vocabulary given to me, I'm going to try to start utilizing that, because like my depression and my mental and physical health, I want to be completely transparent in what I do and what I produce. And, sometimes it might be one of my other personalities coming out and talking and doing the podcast, or web, you know, um, a blog video or whatever. So it's one of those things that, like I said, I have to get used to talking about it. I have to come to terms with what makes me me, and moving forward from there. So if if I use a term, I will try to um, break that term down for at least the next couple of uh, episodes afterwards, if I can remember to do so. So, anyways, yesterday I had another appointment with my ART therapist, and I like her. I like her so much. I feel so comfortable with her, and I feel like I am just connected with her and that she hears me. And it has been such a long time since I have had that kind of connection with a healthcare provider or a mental health care provider. So, but yeah, I have just really been kind of focusing on knitting when I can actually get myself to knit, um, and watching anime. So if there's anime that you watch and that you suggest that's on Crunchyroll and that is dubbed, let me know, please. Um, I have a really hard time reading and watching TV at the same time. So I really don't like um, captions or the subtitles. And I wish that there was more anime out there that would be English dubbed. I know that there's a ton of amazing animes out there that are only in Japanese or only in Chinese or whatever. And fortunately or unfortunately, I just don't have the ability to watch them and keep up like it loses something for me if I'm having to read it and pay attention to the artwork and pay attention to what's happening on screen and pay attention to the interpersonal connections and stuff like that. So the one that I'm watching right now is called Vampire Dormitory, and it's kind of a BL um, anime. BL stands for boy love, um, and the whole premise is that it's this orphaned female girl or female um, who takes on a man's persona so that she can get a job and just live live her life. And she decides that she's going to commit suicide after um, having this interaction with this really fancy uh, restaurant, and this vampire like saves her as she jumps off of a bridge, and she's living her life now with this vampire as his thrall, and um she's afraid that he's going to find out about her being a boy because he only wants to be with men, and it's like his own personal like little thing. It's like, I want to be with men because I'm this huge um fan guy or fanboy, and my my object of affection as a fanboy is like this Sailor Moon knockoff. And so it's a it's a funny, interesting story, and I'm just exploring Crunchyroll right now because I have access to somebody's account and really enjoying it. I just finished Tower of God, and kind of waiting for and hoping for more episodes of that to come out. So yeah, looking for recommendations for anime that is on one of the streaming services. Even Hulu. I heard Hulu has a lot of anime service or anime on there now. So um, yeah, let me know what you got going on and what you're watching. I've seen Dragon Ball. I've seen all of the Dragon Ball Z. I've seen Dragon Ball Super. Like, I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan. Um, I've seen Full Metal Alchemist. I've seen most of Inuyasha. Um, enough. I've seen enough that I know about Inuyasha, but I don't know what happens after like season 3. Um, I was going to try to watch One Piece, but the fact that they have over 1,000 episodes, I was like, absolutely not. That is just way too much for me to even try to tackle. I've seen all of Hellsing. Um, I've seen Pumpkin Scissors. I've seen Golden Boy. Um, the Misfit of the Demon King, or Demon Cat, Demon King Academy, or something like that. Um, I've seen Black Clover, Solo Leveling. So, I've seen quite a few, but I'm still looking for more. So it would be interesting to see what you recommend. Um, and outside of that, I really haven't been doing much of anything. This last Saturday, I did an entire day of just pampering myself. I went and had lunch with a friend, went and got my hair done, and got myself a new T-shirt, bought myself a new Funko Pop. Um, I the Funko Pop that I picked up was Danny Trejo, and found him for a song and a dance, basically. Normally, Amazon has the Danny Trejo Funko Pop for like $13-14, and I picked them up for $3.99. And according to the seller's guide that I base my collection's worth off of, said that he was worth $17.99. So, you know, $4.20 some odd cents after taxes, and he's worth 17 bucks. I still made a profit. So I'm really I'm happy about that. What else is going on? Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned this in last week's update, but I got myself some Marvel Masterpiece comic cards, and there's also some DC in there, but mostly all Marvel. And what is so awesome and special about those is that, one, it kind of healed that inner child, and two, I used to collect these cards when I was growing up, and all my friends would be out partying and doing drugs and drinking and blah blah blah. But um, being extremely poor growing up, I would take whatever little bit of money I could get and go to the comic shop or the baseball card shop and buy me these cards. And now that I have a small collection of them once again, I'm super happy, and I'm going to try to get back all of the cards that I used to have. And it's going to be a pretty expensive endeavor. Um, you know, I had all the cards from 1992 up to 1997, and it was like a huge source of pride for me because getting a new card, I would spend hours just looking at these cards, laying in bed and studying everything about them, learning all about the different characters on the cards, like people I'd never even heard of. And this is way before the internet, so I couldn't really just like hop on Google and be like, oh, tell me all about Sable, or tell me all about Morpheus, or the Phoenix, and stuff like that. So um, my introduction to those different universes was through the comic cards. I had a little bit of a comic book collection, but the Uncanny X-Men, the Spider-Man cartoon, like the cartoons of the 90s that were starting to show more and more of the superheroes, is how I got inundated also. And so just had a really good good experience with it, and happy that I was able to pick them up. So yeah, um, I just got to spend some time trying to get at least the base sets covered, and then I'll eventually work on like the chase cards and the cards that are more expensive or inaccessible. And I already have like several different lists on eBay, and just kind of looking at them that way too. Like looking at them and thinking, oh my God, how many hundreds of dollars did I spend trying to just get those out of a random blind pack? Um, but yeah, in my original collection, I had all of the reboot series um, from the mid late 90s computer animation TV show reboot. I was able to buy an entire box of Hook cards from Robin Williams' version of Peter Pan, and I had all of the Hook cards. I had all of the Reboot cards, and there was one other collector card that I had outside of my comic cards. But yay house fires. So anyways, yeah, just sometimes you got to do things that makes no sense to anyone else but yourself and make yourself happy and reconnect with your inner child. And it doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 years old, it doesn't matter your age. If there was something from your childhood that brought you joy, there's absolutely no reason whatsoever that you can't have it now. So, what was something from your childhood that you wish you still had? And now that you're an adult, you no longer had, but you have adult money and could get it if you wanted it. I would love to hear about that. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comment section down below. If you want to have me cover a specific topic or talk about something on either the YouTube channel or here on the podcast, shoot me a message. The email is hellocupcakeitsme at gmail.com. And until next time, I will talk to you then. Don't add to the population. Don't subtract from the population. And remember, you're doing the best you can with what you have available to you. Bye, guys.
Hey you! Tired of mental health books that feel like homework or therapy sessions in disguise? Carpe Diem Scroto is not that book. Written by author Michael Peterson, utilizing his own personal mental health journey, it's your daily dose of clarity, humor, and healing, designed to meet you exactly where you are. Whether you're sipping coffee in chaos or taking a quiet minute for yourself, this book gives you real, raw tools to reframe your day, your mindset, and your life. Unlike anything else on the market, Carpe Diem Scroto blends personal storytelling, practical mental health strategies, and a keep-it-real attitude that makes self-work feel like self-empowerment. Use it daily, share it with a friend, or grow at your own pace. Ready to reclaim your day with bite-sized brilliance? Head to www.cdsthebook.com to grab your copy or learn more.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson. Please make sure to check back often as new episodes are released bi-weekly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to send a message to hellocupcakeitsme at gmail.com. And until next time, stay happy, safe, and keep doing the best you can with what you have been given.